Sure. Just let me know if you ever want it back.
Well...
Is this one of Nico's photographs of the robbery?
Yes, she gave it to me.
And did you write these notes on it?
Yes, I was trying to solve part of the painting.
Solve?
I never knew what lay in that portion of La Malediction. The photograph you have of my family, this part of the painting was missing. But once I saw the Tower of Saints, I knew I had to come here. Just as you did, senor.
Okay.
We must find the answer.
Say, these shields might be important.
It was a shield on which heraldic symbols had been painted. The scroll beneath the shield read Puigcerdà. The scroll below the shield read Girona. The scroll under the shield read El Pont de Suert. The scroll below the shield read Trent. The scroll beneath the shield read Figueres.
Let's talk to Raymond.
Excuse me? I'll leave you to it then. Ramon sure was a little light in the charm department.
Yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna sit up and look around now. There's a crate, there's some stuff. There's a green statue?
There was a piece of stone on the ground. It looked like a discarded statue.
Let's go to this door. And there's a broken green statue. Well then, can we try the door?
The door was locked.
Of course. Alright. Might as well go out the front. Not gonna shoot at me at least. Thank God for that.
So, until you came here, you knew nothing about the castle?
Didn't know, wasn't interested. I better get back on guard in case anyone else shows up.
Your father needs our help, Eva.
My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
So, what did you find out?
Not a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far.
Well, I see two statues. Don't know why, but let's grab them. And let's talk to Eva.
Hello, Eva.
Senor Stobart.
Please, call me George.
I'd rather not. When are you and your girlfriend leaving?
Actually, she's not my girlfriend.
I don't know what your scam is, senor. You may have fooled my father, but you don't fool me.
Well, I can sure see where you get your manners from.
Let's talk about Marquez.
Tell me about your father.
When my mother died, he brought me up.
As a Gnostic?
He tried to teach me that stuff. Said I had a religious vocation. Turns out I didn't. On my 18th birthday, I left home and never went back.
Okay.
Tell me about Ramon.
Apparently he worked here when he was a boy. A loyal servant, even though the family left and never came back. More fool him.
He's got an interesting line in burps.
You should feel privileged.
Really?
It means he likes you.
Tell me about yourself.
I left home as soon as I could, lived a bit, and now I own a bar in Marseille.
That explains why you know how to use a gun.
No, senor. I learned how to use a gun so I could get rid of vermin.
Eva was a real charmer.
Hmm.
What do you know about La Malediccio?
My father has been obsessed by it all his life. He thinks it's full of secret messages. I think it's a crock of
Sure you do.
Can't swear.
Nico tells me you don't really know about Gnosticism.
Don't know, don't care. And I don't need saints and gods telling me how to live my life.
I can see why you and your father don't get along. So, you don't know anything about Gnostics?
They're a religious sect. They belong in the past. My father's obsessed with them, and that's all I know.
Great. Well, oh wait. I'm sure it's not important. Actually, it might be. Let's go back out. Okay, sundial. What does the sundial have?
It was an old, weathered sundial. From the dial, I could see that the main doors of the house faced north.
That could be important. Actually, it will be. Let's go back to this.
La Malediccio, back in its rightful place. But what were the clues?
I think I know. Let's place the blue statue here, and this broken green statue here.
The statues were facing outward, just like in the Marquez photo. I waited with bated breath for something to happen. Nothing.
Okay. What if I... Okay. Oh!
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time.
Aha!
Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges? Georges!
Ah, crap.
What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
Really?
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint. Saint Ramon. Patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Huh.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainen. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainen was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
My God.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. shot him and his friend Hernandez like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
This Kenan, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps.
Okay.
His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainen just disappeared.
Really?
He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
The name Genan was familiar.
Yeah.
He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
I hope there is.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainen's papers.
Can we get inside the old library?
Can I have a look at the library?
No. I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up,
I ate
I
it.
drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora.
I drank
It
it.
was a long night. I hid the key.
In my
Then
ass.
Forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
Great.
I needed to find out what Genan had been working on in that library.
Fucking fantastic. Some brandy.
There was a crate of brandy amongst the mess in the great hall. Apparently Ramon drank them all. Must have been some night.
Let's see. There's an area called Tukar. Oh. Well, can
A
I...
heap of old brandy bottles. Ramon must have been in the car on that night all those years ago.
Yeah, it seems like it. Can I go to... Can I interact with the goat?
Hello, little one.
Oh my god. What the fuck? It hates George but likes Nika. What a curse. Let's see. The
Someone
blanket.
had been sleeping in the car, but long, long ago. An old pair of shoes. The floor of the car was littered with keys from sardine cans. A 5G71. Extraordinary. The dashboard seemed intact, but this old family car would never drive again.
Bottle.
Another brandy bottle? Ramon really went for it that evening.
Pillow.
I
Hello.
picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon's. The library will forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place. Once I've eaten, I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me. Nice.
Oh, for fuck!
Hey, I was reading that.
Goddamn goat! Well, we're done here, sadly.
Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh?
Well, he made his opinion clear on that. Bastard. Actually...
The wind chime looked like it was made from old cans. I wondered if it was Ramon's handiwork.
Oh god, did he put the... He left the key in the cans, didn't he?
Despite the scrap components, the wind chime was beautiful. It was uncanny. Despite...
Okay. Well... Actually...
I could just make out the cool, dark interior.
Well, there's no way it can be in there, even though I did see the, you know... Maybe there's something in the car. That I missed. Let's see, what else?
Tin can. I
Yep.
guess that's where he got all the cans for the wind chime from.
Yep.
The inside of the car was in a bad state.
Nothing else. Okay. It has to be in there. It has to be. I can't think of anything else except that wind chime. Let's see.
Despite the scrap, one
can.
old sardine can was bulging slightly. I fished around. There was something in it.
Hello, what's
And
this?
there it was, the key to the library.
There we go. I found it.
I found your key.
I thought it was lost forever.
Well, it's not. Thank God for that. Now then, I'm gonna go and check out the library. Okay? And once I do, I'm gonna be having my, shower, because I have to.
The door was locked.
Of course you don't use the key automatically.
Ramon had been true to his word. This place was like a shrine.
Trunk.
The trunk contained someone's personal possessions. At a guess, Genna's. I wondered what secrets they might hold. The hat looked battered and old. I wondered if it had belonged to the mysterious Genna. A pair of well-worn boots. The map had interesting markings and scribbles all over it. Georges would be so jealous.
Well,
So,
George found
what is
this.
this place, Senor?
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols? And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story. It depicts the journey of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis, from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And what have they got to do with the tabula?
The Cathars were Gnostics. They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc. They preached that men and women are equal, that God is within you, and that the Church is an obstacle to salvation. The Pope found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his Church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here, at Montsegur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more. Sadly, it was not the end of their trials. The Spanish Inquisition saw to that. Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledizione is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, Senor. We need to find out why.
I'm back. And it is 5 hours, my god. Well, let's see.
It was a large marble statue of an old man with a beard. The statue held aloft a colored glass lens. These statues...
What of them?
They're just like the figures in the painting, and on the fireplace.
Indeed. They are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. The bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world.
Yep.
The other is known by many names. Hillel, Ishtar. He is the bearer of light, Lux Fere, Lucifer.
Nice.
Lucifer? So, you guys are devil worshippers?
No. When he is in balance with Jehovah, Lucifer is the god of desire and ambition, driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance. Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If Jehovah ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent, mere pawns of a controlling power.
And what if Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire would be transformed into unbridled greed, and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos, disorder and war would prevail. Then, Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
So they're both important. They have to be together.
It was a glass wheel divided into 6 colors, and it looked like it could be rotated. Part of the lens was covered.
Really? What about this one?
It was a glass wheel, just like the one held by the other statue. Part of the lens was covered.
Huh. Right. Let's see.
The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue.
Blue is important for that one. And as for this one, I think green.
The color changed from yellow to green.
Yeah. Because it's all part of, you know, our friendly priest's little writing on the letter. He said about green and blue and then white light. Something about white light. Let's have a look
The
at
fresco
the
deserved a proper examination.
yeah.
The fresco was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge.
Interesting. I'm gonna actually check something.
It was a candelabrum holding a single candle.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and light this.
Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. If only I had a few scatter cushions.
Look at that again. Well, look at the everything here.
Cathars being burned at the stake. Knights of the Albigensian Crusade. Knights of the Albigensian Crusade.
Okay, the bush.
The mountain fortress of Montsegur burning after its capture by the Crusaders.
Interesting.
A town of northern Catalonia. Cathars fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seem to be carrying something. A town of northern Catalonia. A town of northern...
Okay.
A town...
Okay.
A town...
Alright.
A town...
Got it.
A town...
Okay, you got nothing else to say about those.
A town...
Wow, they're all towns of the same thing.
Cathars fleeing across... They seem to be...
Really? There's nothing else? Like, nothing else you can actually say about... Okay. Okay. Well, that didn't really help me. Well... Let's just,
I
exit.
decided not to leave quite yet. I was sure there was more to discover up here.
Okay. I'll look at that then.
It was a candelabrum. A candle...
Alright. Behind. And then look from here. Sure, twist.
It was a
What the fuck am I missing? What the fuck am I missing? Maybe if I look at the letter again, I'm missing something. Where is it? Here we go.